Hey guys, what's going on? So that was my Heart Lake trip in Mount Shasta area, and I'm just gonna be going over the trip that I went on and giving you guys some of the background info on the trip. So I was over here in Mount Shasta, just north of Redding. So the trailhead starts over here near Castle Lake, which actually you can drive up to. There's a road that's paved, goes up there, and because of that, it's a very popular spot where a lot of people kind of like to swim in the lake during the day. When I showed up, there was probably like 20 cars in the parking lot, and a lot of people in the lake just swimming, having a good time. So Heart Lake is a little lake just above Castle Lake, and it's only about a mile and a half hike from the bottom to the top, and it's only about a 1,000-foot gain of elevation. So it's really a really short day trip, which is what I just did it in one night, but a really good option for if you're in the area and you want just some of the best views in California. I kind of started down here at the parking lot. You go up, pretty early. You start hitting some switchbacks, but really casual hike. It took me probably an hour and a half just because I had to get the film gear and everything set up. But for a normal average hiker, it should be less than an hour to get up to Heart Lake. When you get there, the lake's pretty small. And if there's a lot of people up there, it could be a little crowded. I was lucky because when I got up there, a thunderstorm had just hit and kind of scared everybody off. And I kind of got the whole lake to myself. But I would recommend heading up there. I would recommend probably doing just a simple one-day camp trip. There's actually quite a few good spots around the lake to camp. There's maybe just one spot on the water, but then there's a couple other little spots to camp in that area. You get a really good view of Mount Shasta from that location, as you can kind of see. You can get a really good sunset, sunrise shot, and a really famous shot is if you go to the very end of the lake, just right here, you can kind of set the end of the lake up with the tip of Mount Shasta, which I kind of have a shot of right here. Just really gorgeous views. Around the area, there's a lot to do. Like I said, Castle Lake's a really fun area to just kind of swim. They have a floating dock in the middle of the lake. Me and some friends the day after just kind of swam around and beat the California heat a little bit. But yeah, you can go up to Castle Peak, which is just up here. Kind of do a nice loop and back down. Little Castle Lake is just right over here. Also a really nice lake to go to. The PCT, Pacific Crest Trail, is actually just right over here. So if you were interested in seeing that or hiking it a little bit, you could easily just kind of go from here down. And then also a really kind of secret spot, or one I haven't heard about a lot, is this Castle Crags Wilderness area, which I actually went and visited just on my way out of I-5. The state park's actually just over here. Yeah, you can see Castle Crags State Park. There's a really nice campground over here that I drove through. So if you were looking for other places in this area to camp and do some day hikes, Castle Crags State Park is probably one that's just worth visiting. And I might have to do another trip out there just to hike around that area because it was gorgeous. You kind of get some good views of these like Yosemite-like granite kind of peaks and cliffs. Castle Dome, there's a Castle Dome hike up here, so some really cool spots up there. The day after my little day hike that you just saw, there's a campground right here that I tried to camp at. There's only 6 spots though, so it's pretty, from what I understand, it's really hard to get a spot there and reserve it unless you come a night before and you try to reserve a spot. Otherwise though, if you kind of keep going down the road here, there's a turnoff right around this area, just a dirt road, and this is all BLM, Bureau of Land Management land, just over here. with tons of just good camping spots and whatnot. The only downside is there isn't really good tree coverage, and on a hot day, that might be a real bummer. So that's why this Castle Lake campground is a real hot spot and why it's usually pretty filled up. But yeah, if you're looking for something to do on a weekend, and if you're looking to really introduce somebody into backpacking or into like kind of camping outside of a campground for the first time, I think this hike up to Heart Lake and an overnight up there is a really good introduction because it's not a hard hike at all, really easy, but you kind of get up there and you feel secluded enough and away from people, and you just get some gorgeous views and can kind of convince people why backpacking is kind of a, you know, what the rewards are. And like you're able to wake up at sunrise and get those just incredible views that normally you'd have to hike in really early to get. Yeah, it was nice. I set my tent up just right where Mount Shasta would be, so I could just wake up and see the sunrise and the mountain just right in front of me. Yeah, and Mount Shasta is a really, it's a decent sized little town. So if you need like just any gear or anything, it's not that far away to get to town. So yeah, this was my first time in this area. But I've got to say, I really enjoyed it, and I really liked just kind of the views, the area, Mount Shasta. So I'm looking forward to going back and spending some more time just finding some more trails around there. If you want, leave a comment below. Let me know of your favorite hikes in this area of California, Northern California. Because yeah, I'd love to go back and just do some more hikes. Obviously, Mount Shasta is a big one on my list, so hopefully getting to do that sometime maybe next summer. So yeah, if you are looking for some kind of a backpacking camping trip up in Northern California and just want some really incredible views, this is a really easy, good option to go with. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see some more trips I'm going to be doing. I think I'm going to be going to Emigrant Wilderness or Yosemite next, and doing a trip out there. And yeah, let me know if you've got any more suggestions in Northern California to check out. So yeah, that's all I got. So thanks for watching.